Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, and I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. The Charlotte Hornets control the tap. Knocked loose. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Chance here for LeBron. Knocks it down off the step back. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Deep two there, won't go. Across the timeline comes James. Leads a bucket. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. LeBron James rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Nothing going here on that drive. Batum. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Marvin Williams at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Off the assist.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
LeBron into the front court. Lead is 2. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Charlotte basketball. To Rozier. Batum. To Rozier. The shot almost. Davis to James. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. To Batum. Lets it fly from long range, and that's rebounded by Kuzma. Danny Green to James. Curling inside. Shot from the lane won't go. Rozier with it. Trailing by 4. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Davis to James. Can't connect from in close. Rozier into the front court. Down 4. Over to the right side. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Danny Green to James. LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. New blood coming in for both sides. To Miles Bridges. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Miles Bridges lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. LeBron James with the rock. Screen coming. Probing the defense. James. Pass stolen by the Hornets. Has a chance. Count it. That's belief right there on his shot.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
James into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Shot clock turned off. They can get within one or tie it with a three. Has a look. Rozier, shot no good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After one quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on his free throw. To Nick Batum. JaVale McGee knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Shot clock winding down. To Batum. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. LeBron with it up top. Leads 5. He throws it down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Miles Bridges. Driving right to the basket. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down.
Into the game for Los Angeles.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Across the timeline comes James. Up by 3. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Davis to James. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. Hornets at the controls of this one. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Short jumper off the mark. Rozier with it. Right now, down 7. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. James to Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Missed it at the line. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw good. Cashes in on the 3-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Hornets right now in possession. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 8. Kuzma to James. Kuzma to James. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Gets a look, can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Charlotte with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Williams' shot won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
James gets it in the right corner to Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. LeBron James wants it. Marvin Williams in a matchup with Boogie. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
LeBron into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. To Cousins. Trying to cash in. Cousins off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Monk sizing up Cousins. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he hits the 3.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
LBJ has it.
Here we go.
Won't go down. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
James into the front court. Up 5. To Davis. Kuzma.
Big kick right there.
Screen coming. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's James with a chance. Hornets have the basketball. To Nick Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Kuzma to James. Around the perimeter. Danny Green to James. Scores from the post. Rozier into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Anthony Davis tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Batum to Rozier. Goes to the left side. Rozier. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down by 9. To Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LBJ with it.
I got him.
To Kyle Kuzma. Shot clock winding down. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rozier with it. 9-point margin. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Rozier into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Charlotte basketball. To Nick Batum. Surveys the floor. And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cousins to James. Nice pass to set things up.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
LeBron with it up top. Lead stands at 10. To Caldwell Pope. James to Caldwell Pope. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Miles Bridges. JaVale McGee pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Danny Green. Defense making the ball carrier work. Danny Green. That's no good. Hornets at the controls of this one. Miles Bridges to Batum. Down low to Williams. From the painted area, won't go down. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
James to Danny Green. James to Danny Green. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3, and he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Trailing by 14. Miles Bridges. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot. Los Angeles, they have it. Davis to James. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Rozier with it. His guys down big. short jumper won't fall. Oh!
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
LeBron James sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Rozier into the front court. Down a bundle. Miles Bridges to Rozier. And he finishes at the rim. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James to Davis. Anthony Davis. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Hornets right now in possession. Here comes the screen. To Nick Batum. Shot from in close, no good. The follow won't go either. Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Over to the right side. Batum to Rozier. 5 seconds to shoot. Rozier shot, no good.
And as somebody who went through this multiple times, sometimes you need to take a deep breath, slow yourself down, think, maybe get some ball screens, tell your bigs to set a random screen, find a way to utilize the sets that your coach has given you to get yourself back in this game mentally.
Batum to Miles Bridges. The Hornets with 4 to shoot, trying to cash in. Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. Here comes the screen. They go down to Davis. And the slam.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Rozier. Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Davis to James. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 for 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 14, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
James to Davis.
You don't want it. You don't want it.
James to Davis.
Come on, work through that screen. You see
5 to
it.
shoot for Los Angeles. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Goes to the right side. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Rebound hauled in by Cousins.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew,